starts early with this year's Friendsgiving.
Also coming up, changes to the enrollment process mean fewer general ed's.
CAPS 13 News starts right now. The Study Abroad Fair is teaching students about opportunities for international study. The event, which took place at Gorilla Crossing, showcased the different types of abroad study, such as faculty-led trips, exchange programs, and many more. Students could also enjoy some food from other countries like Japan and Spain. Other things like learning Korean were also available. If you
studying abroad is a great way to step outside your comfort zone. It's a great way to take classes in a different country, to explore maybe what you want to study or what you want to do in a future career. But it's great to learn from people in other countries, to intermix with students who are from the host country or other American students. It's a very immersive experience. It's a lot of fun. You get to travel and explore.
If you participate in this university's exchange program, you get to study abroad while paying Pitt State's tuition amount.
Campus Christians is back with its latest event coming up later today called Friendsgiving. This event occurs every year and allows the group's members and Pitt State students to get involved in the Thanksgiving spirit. We go down to Campus Christians for the story.
Campus Christians is no stranger to celebrating fun spins on holidays. Friendsgiving is something many of its members look forward to every year. We spoke to Emily Bunning, one of the Friendsgiving hosts, for details on this celebration.
Friendsgiving is just a time to get together and eat food. Regular Thanksgiving is more traditionally like with family, so we just do it here just for fun and just like Thanksgiving but with friends.
Friendsgiving has been going since Campus Christians was established during the 90s. It's a long-running bash that's meant to be a fun and happy time with friends and good food for all to enjoy. This yearly party's impact has also grabbed the attention of other attendants outside of Campus Christians as well.
I like being able to hang out with all the people at CC. It's a good way to get to know more people that you might not really know, and if you can really unwind there and just relax because everyone's super nice.
If you still want to join in on the Friendsgiving feast this evening, there's still time to get involved. The event is held in the Campus Christians basement on 213 East William Street from 6:30 to 8 p.m. Reporting for CAPS 13 News, I'm Jacob Boatwright.
The Pitt State is holding its last show of the Winter-Fall 2024 season. This show will be much different than their previous one they performed just over a month ago. Theater Unplugged is not the typical performance you would see from the campus theater department. It does not have a big cast with lots of sets inside the big spaces of the Bicknell Theater. Instead, it's a small-scale production being held in the Grubbs Hall Theater Lab between the two lecture halls. It also works as a final exam for the stage direction course where students can learn how to direct plays and other arts performances. We spoke to Sterling Lucky, the student director of this final show, about the importance of theater, unplugged for the arts students of PSU.
The purpose of this event is to let people see the students and their talent, also for you to be able to see actors in a more vulnerable and connected space to you. And so I think it's a great way for you to see how actors really operate.
If you would like to reserve tickets for this show, there is no need to do that at all. This show is always free for staff, visitors, and students alike to attend. The show will be held on Friday, December 6th and Saturday, December 7th at 7 p.m.
Pitt State faculty competed in a chili cook-off to raise funds for the Southeast Kansas Humane Society. CAPS 13's own A.J. Kohler has that and more on this story.
An annual chili cook-off was hosted at Heckert Wells. Volunteers with the Chemistry Club, the Pre-Medical Club, and Always Be Curious held the event this year for the Southeast Kansas Humane Society. Faculty prepared chili beforehand to be judged on aroma, creativity, flavor, and texture. Competition amongst the faculty can be intense.
Competition's always fun amongst faculty, and we can definitely rub it in each other's faces when someone wins.
Each year, the Chemistry Club chooses a new charity to back. Last year, they backed a local women's shelter. The event has been going on for years. Each chili has a scale of spiciness based on how many peppers are put on the pot. They also had a wide variety of meats, including a turkey chili.
I like tasting all the chilies. That's really nice. There's really different ones. There's like super spicy ones. There's some tame. There's a vegetarian one. There's chicken chili. So that part's pretty fun.
The prices were $4 for a bowl and $5 for a combo, which included a dessert and a drink, which were brought in by the Always Be Curious in the pre-medical club. The chili cook-off is also a long-standing tradition at Pitt State.
I would like campus just to take away maybe the idea of participating next year and coming over to the chemistry department and having some good chili on a cold November afternoon and enjoying ourselves this time of year.
The cook-off raised around $500 for the Humane Society this year. With Caps 13 News, I'm AJ Kohler.
I'd like to congratulate Dr. Charles Jody Neef for winning this year's competition. Coming up on Caps 13, Pittsburg State's U Club hosts a jazz concert. We'll have that story and more after the short break, so stay with us.
Middle America, the Heartland, God's country. Some may have pleasant names for it. For others, it is the flyover states, only visible from the highway or the window of a commercial jet. But many people call this place home. They were born here, live here, work here, hope to spend the rest of their days in an ever-shrinking corner of the world. It's never been easy. Some may say it's never been more hard. But it is not impossible. Small towns, the county roads, the neighbors that reside just beyond them, these are our communities. So don't be afraid to step up and give a hand. Volunteer with those around you. In churches, community centers, parks, or streets, the opportunities are limitless. Whenever it feels like things can't get worse, we can only make them better. It's more useful than fearing the future. So today, help make the Heartland a place for us all.
Every day, you wake up, get ready, eat, go to school, exercise, eat, do homework, and sleep. Now add your phone into this routine. The average American spends 5 to 7 hours a day on their phone. Recognizing when you may be addicted to your phone can help you get your time back.
So put your phone down.
Phones can never replace real connections.
So put your phone down.
Being addicted to your phone is real.
So put your phone down.
Learn more at addictions.com/cellphone addiction.
Books has a long history. It dates back to ancient governments and the burning of books to control the population's ideas. According to the American Library Association, over 4,000 books were targeted in 2023. Race, gender, and LGBTQ issues are most commonly the reason for book bans or calls for censorship today.
Oh, and it's something that I think is a misnomer. Oftentimes what we have more is that we have community members, parents, individuals that are very concerned about material that they find objectionable, but they step beyond that reach and try and censor or remove those materials from their local libraries, from their local schools, whether that's at a library that might be at a middle or high school or even at a public setting. And those individuals are often challenging those materials to be removed from the shelves.
Center at Pittsburg State University is helping students navigate their academic journey and reach career goals. Caps 13 reporter Zach Shelby visited the library to find out more.
Located on the first floor of the Leonard H. Axe Library, the Pittsburg State Student Success Center is busy preparing for the upcoming semester. Heather Eckstein, Assistant Vice President for the Student Success Center, is passionate about helping students take their next best steps. She explained that recent changes to the advisement process are still underway.
We are in a 3-year plan for implementing professional advising at Pittsburg State University. We began in January of 2023, so in less than 2 years into that plan, we are working to get everyone assigned to an advisor.
And doing so is no small task, with faculty advisors currently assigned, an average of 105 students each. In total, the center advises 280 to 350 students weekly. As part of the university's changes, students can use a new bucket system for choosing credits. This method requires 2 less general education classes and replaces them with degree-specific courses. Advisors are also using the Navigate 360 platform, accessible online or with a smartphone, to better connect with students and manage workloads. Despite these updates, some difficulties continue to exist.
So one of the things that's concerning is if someone leaves, do they take all that knowledge and then we have to start all over? We're doing what I call the swirl model for assigning students. They advise a variety of things. A person who does music and art and English might also do automotive to make sure that we are laying all the options out for a student in terms of how we can help them overcome the challenge they're facing. I don't have to be an expert in accounting to help the student access the resources that will help them. And then of course they can do mock interviews here, get their new professional headshot, they can have their resume reviewed.
Faculty like this are vital to ensuring students can meet hardships head on and achieve personal and professional growth. For more on enrollment challenges and campus resources, visit pittstate.edu or the front desk in the library. For CAPS 13, Zach Shelby signing off.
And then on Thursday, we're going to a short break.
Boy, sure is hot out here. I'm glad I wore some sunscreen. SPF 50.
Oh, sunscreen. Yeah.
Over 97,000 people are diagnosed with melanoma every year. Think smart. Wear sunscreen.
Out on the open road, wind in your hair, bugs in your teeth, and a car pulling out in front of you. Accidents like this happen every day. And you want to make sure you're protected.
Welcome back to CAPS 13. The Pittsburg State football team has made the national playoffs after a big win against Northwest Missouri last week. The regular season is over, and the Pittsburg State Gorillas are headed into the national playoffs. They have made the postseason for their 3rd straight year. However, this is the first time making the playoffs under first-year head coach Tom Anthony.
We're in playoff mode now, so we kind of treated the Northwest week as round 1 of the playoffs. We knew we had to win to get in, and so that's kind of our mindset. I mean, it's win or go home at this point, so you can't leave anything on the table, and we just got to be able to prepare at a high level.
Pitt State will host the reigning national champions this Saturday. It'll be a tough game against Harding University. Come out and show your support to the football team.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes just had its 70th birthday last week. A former PSU alum and football player is hoping to bring that organization back to Pitt State campus.
Steve Bolton graduated from Pitt State in 1993. He played football here from 91 to 93 and served on the FCA committee in 1992. Steve just moved to Girard, Kansas from Ellsworth, Kansas, where he was a middle school teacher. Steve Bolton came from Southeast Kansas with the hope and the idea to bring back FCA to the Pitt State campus for athletes.
My wife and I have always felt that it's been a calling for us to go back to a college area and to be able to work with high school and college students.
Steve says it is tough not seeing an FCA here on campus, as it was such a huge part of his experience when he was here.
So one of the sad parts for me is that not seeing that there's an active Fellowship of Christian Athlete huddle here, because it was such a big part of my life.
Junior Tyler Ross is very excited about FCA starting back up here on the Pitt State campus.
Yeah, I'm really excited for FCA to start here on this campus. It's really encouraging to be able to see a bunch of athletes come together with a common goal and mindset of serving.
Both Steve and Tyler look forward to building a strong group of athletes excited about building the kingdom of heaven. However, Steve has found some struggles as well.
Not knowing the exact way of doing or to building an FCA huddle. There's so many great ministries that are happening on campus right now. And
Steve hopes to build on those ministries, adding to the faith inside PSU athletics.
Esports is a rapidly growing community that has made its way on campus at Pittsburg State University.
This little kill on Momoth.
Esports has been popularized by Generation Z and millennials. They use consoles and computers to play video games. People put in lots of hours on specific games, which allow them the opportunity, if they are good enough, to go pro. Esports is very similar to other professional sports in the way that it allows the best people on the game to compete against each other for prizes and/or bragging rights. Pittsburg State has a Valorant esports team. They compete against multiple schools across the country, allowing the Pittsburg State broadcasting crew to commentate and live stream their games.
I think it's a great thing that we're live streaming it. The broadcasts, I think, are the biggest, initiator to putting Pitt State on the map esports-wise. And I think it helps build relationships with a lot of bordering schools. You know, we played a lot of schools like Missouri Southern, UCM, MIAA schools, and then we also play some Division I schools, which is a huge deal. You know, if they're broadcasting it, they see our broadcast or they see our university's name on it, and that's just a huge benefactor to the university and also the students who are just kind of doing something that they've really enjoyed doing since, well, their childhood.
Keep up with Pitt State Esports by following them on Twitch at Pitt_State_esports.
When we come back, we'll take a look at Pitt State athletics and mental health. We'll be right back.
Hey, you ready to go?
Yeah, hurry up, let's go.
Not gonna put your seatbelt on?
No, for what? We're just going around the corner.
I guess you have a point.
Yeah, I'm always right. I don't know why you never listen to me. You do this every single time. Woo!
Being buckled up during a crash helps keep you safe inside your vehicle.
Hey gorillas, flu season is almost here. Let's hear from Taylor at the Student Health Center on the importance of getting vaccinated.
We really want to express the importance of getting your flu shot this year. We have seen a number of COVID cases on campus, so we want to make sure that students are staying healthy and safe and being able to participate in all activities. So here's your yearly reminder, make sure you get your flu shot. It is available for all students, faculty, and staff starting at the end of September.
You can get your flu shot today at the Bryant Student Health Center.
Severe weather can strike at any time. If you want you and your property to be safe, listen to these steps. Stay away from big metal poles like this one. This is a flagpole. You do not want to become a human lightning rod. Resources like the National Weather Service will sometimes send alerts through your phone letting you know if a severe weather event's happening. If you're on the road during a storm, make sure to drive 5 to 10 miles below the speed limit. You do not want to go off the road. And it also allows you stopping time in case any debris falls into the road. If you're going to go park your car, if you have a garage, park it in your garage. If you need a carport, park it under a carport. You do not want trees falling on your car. Make sure to stay away from windows. Thunder and lightning can both break windows, and high winds can send debris like tree branches crashing through your window. And you do not want to end up like this fence here. Now, whether it's inside or outside, when severe weather strikes, you know how to stay safe, Gorillas.
Pittsburg State has an enormous amount of resources here for students and student athletes alike. A former PSU volleyball player here is now a psychologist on campus, open for appointments for athletes and students alike. Morgan Christie is a PSU graduate and a mental health professional here at Pitt State. She sees students and student athletes regularly, students every day of the week. She sees students helping college kids in the ability to handle their stress, and as well as the performance side of stress for those athletes. Morgan Christie, once a PSU athlete as well, knows all too well how stressful that can be.
Yeah, I think mental health is an extremely important component of athletics, arguably just as much as physical health, if not more important. If your mental health's not doing well, you're probably not going to perform well.
Christie also says it is important for athletes and students alike to realize their stressors and to find ways to manage them. Being a former PSU volleyball player here at PSU, Christie knows all about those struggles of what being a student athlete is like. For more information or to make an appointment, go to the Bryant Student Health Center for more information.
Being a student athlete comes with a lot of stress and mental challenges. Star safety for the Pitt State Gorillas, Ryan Medeiros, talks about how he balances the demands of academics, athletics, and his personal life.
Having classes all day and then going to practice is pretty stressful, but I feel like more of the stressful part is just a preparation part of football and classes. After practice, you want to prepare for the game on Saturday, but at the same time, you have homework assignments that are due that night. So it's, I would say the hardest part and the biggest struggle is just that nighttime, how you use your time, whether that's watching film or doing homework. So you kind of have to find and make time to maybe get some of that stuff done in between classes and stuff like that. But overall, that's probably the biggest struggle, is the time management part. I would say I don't really feel pressured to perform on Saturdays. I kind of just trust God's plan and kind of just play freely, knowing that whatever happens on that field, that it's in His hands. And yeah, so I really don't try to put pressure. Obviously, our humanly self tries to get us to perform and give us anxiety and just nervousness before the game, but you just kind of got to trust God and play free. I just feel like it's very important to keep your mental health on track. I mean, obviously with school, with football, there's a lot of time that you have to try to make forth doing your homework and, like I said, practice and stuff like that, but it's very important to get some alone time and get free time to yourself to kind of just sit back and just think about how your day went and just think about how blessed we are in life to have the things that we have. So I feel like it's very important to just make time for yourself and not just focus. Obviously, it's important to focus on football and classroom, but at the end of the day, having a good mindset and good mental health is the most important thing in life.
Pitt State offers free online mental health counseling for all athletes and students. Thank you for joining us. I'm Addie Hinterweger.
And I'm Riley Wagner. From all of us at Caps 13, have a great rest of your day and Thanksgiving break. We'll see you next time.